As we grow older, some of the biggest changes happen right where we feel them most, in our legs. If you've ever stood up from a chair and felt unsteady, or noticed your legs feeling more tired after a short walk than they used to, you're not imagining it. After 60, leg strength becomes one of the most important predictors of independence, balance, and long-term health. Why? Because our leg muscles are our foundation. They help us walk, climb stairs, carry groceries, and keep our balance. Strong legs mean freedom and independence. Weak legs, on the other hand, are linked to higher risk of falls, slower recovery after illness, and reduced mobility. In fact, studies show that seniors who maintain good leg strength are not only more active, but also live longer, healthier lives. Now here's where it gets interesting. You might think the only way to strengthen your legs is through exercise like squats, lunges, or long walks. And yes, those are important. But what you eat and drink every day plays a surprisingly powerful role too. Nutrition fuels your muscles, keeps inflammation down, and supports circulation. And one of the simplest, most accessible ways to support your leg strength is already in your kitchen cabinet: tea. Tea is more than a warm, comforting drink. Certain teas contain compounds that improve blood flow, protect muscles from age-related decline, and even reduce joint pain and stiffness, all of which matter for strong, healthy legs. Of course, let's be clear. Tea is not a miracle cure. It won't replace movement, balanced meals, or medical care. But as part of a healthy lifestyle, tea can be a daily ally in protecting your strength and energy. That's why in this video, we're going to explore the top 3 best teas for seniors to boost leg strength. Each of these teas has been studied for its unique benefits, from supporting circulation to reducing inflammation and protecting heart health. We'll explain what makes each tea special, how to prepare it, and what precautions you need to know. Because while these teas are safe for most people, some can interact with common medications, which is why I'll remind you throughout this video: always talk to your doctor before adding a new tea or supplement to your daily routine. So if you're ready to discover how a simple cup of tea can help keep your legs strong, steady, and full of energy, let's dive in. In the next segment, we'll look at exactly how tea works in the body to support muscle health and circulation, and why seniors in particular can benefit from making it part of their daily habits. Now that we've set the stage and understand why leg strength is so critical as we age, let's look at the real question: how can something as simple as tea help? It might sound surprising. After all, tea is just leaves steeped in water. But inside those leaves are natural compounds that have been studied for decades. And when you put them together, they form what I like to call a gentle toolkit for senior health. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine your muscles as a busy city. For that city to function, it needs clean roads, fresh supplies, and good energy. Your blood vessels are the roads, carrying oxygen and nutrients to your leg muscles. Your diet provides the supplies, fueling growth and repair. And your energy levels are the city's power grid, keeping everything moving. Now here's where tea steps in. Different teas provide different types of support. Some keep the roads clear by improving circulation, making sure oxygen reaches your legs. Others protect your power grid by reducing inflammation so your muscles don't feel sore or sluggish. And some teas even help manage blood pressure and heart health, which means your body can send blood to your legs more effectively. Take antioxidants, for example. These are like tiny guardians that patrol your cells, protecting them from damage. Over time, wear and tear builds up in our muscles and arteries. Antioxidants help slow that process, keeping tissues healthier for longer. Teas like green tea, hibiscus, and black tea are loaded with these compounds. Then there's circulation. One of the biggest challenges for seniors is reduced blood flow, especially to the legs. Poor circulation can leave your legs feeling heavy, achy, or cold. Some teas, like ginger and hibiscus, gently improve circulation, helping your legs feel lighter and stronger. And finally, there's inflammation. Think of inflammation as rust slowly spreading through your body. It stiffens joints, weakens muscles, and makes movement uncomfortable. Many herbal teas, such as ginger and turmeric blends, have natural anti-inflammatory effects that ease that burden. So when we talk about tea for seniors, it's not about one magic sip. It's about building a daily habit that provides small but steady support. And over weeks and months, those small supports add up. Just like small cracks in a dam can cause problems if ignored, small daily actions can protect your strength if practiced. But here's the important reminder. Tea is support, not a substitute. Drinking tea will never replace walking, stretching, or eating enough protein. And it's not a replacement for medical care. Think of tea as a partner, one piece of the puzzle alongside movement, nutrition, and regular checkups. Now that you understand how tea can support muscle and leg health, let's dive into the real stars of the show. In the next segment, we'll explore the first tea on our list, one of the most widely studied, easy to find, and powerful allies for keeping your legs strong and energized, green tea. Now, I want you to picture this. Imagine a quiet morning in Japan, where seniors in their 70s and 80s walk with strength and steadiness through temple gardens. Many of them drink green tea daily, not as a health trend, but as a tradition that's been passed down for centuries. And science today confirms what those elders seemed to know all along. Green tea is one of the most powerful natural drinks for preserving muscle health and circulation. So why is green tea such a game changer? The secret lies in its catechins, a special group of antioxidants that protect your cells from damage. Think of catechins as little shields that guard your muscle fibers against the wear and tear of aging. Over time, our muscles naturally lose mass, a process called sarcopenia. But green tea's catechins help slow that decline by reducing oxidative stress and inflammation, two of the biggest culprits behind weak, aching legs. But that's not all. Green tea also helps improve blood flow. Strong muscles don't just need exercise, they need oxygen and nutrients delivered through healthy circulation. Drinking green tea has been shown to make blood vessels more flexible, which means your legs get a better supply of fuel when you move. That translates into more energy during your walks, steadier balance when you climb stairs, and less fatigue at the end of the day. And here's a bonus. Green tea provides a gentle lift of energy thanks to a natural compound called L-theanine. Unlike the jittery boost from coffee, green tea delivers calm alertness, enough to help you feel steady and focused without the crash. For seniors who want to stay active without overloading the heart, that balance is priceless. Let me share a simple story. A patient of mine in his late 60s once told me he always felt sluggish by mid-afternoon. He wasn't ready for strong supplements or extra caffeine, so I suggested swapping one of his sodas for a cup of green tea. Within a month, he noticed he was walking further, his legs didn't feel as heavy, and his afternoon slump wasn't as bad. Nothing dramatic, just small but steady improvements. That's the beauty of green tea. It works gently but consistently. Now, an important reminder. Green tea does contain caffeine. For most seniors, 1 to 2 cups per day is safe and beneficial. But if you're sensitive to caffeine, or if you take medications such as blood thinners or blood pressure pills, check with your doctor before making it a daily habit. Safety always comes first. So green tea earns the title of muscle protector. It shields your cells, improves blood flow, and delivers steady energy. All key ingredients for keeping your legs strong and steady. And this is only the beginning, because next we'll turn to a tea that doesn't just protect muscles. It actively warms the body, boosts circulation, and eases stiff joints. It's a favorite in kitchens worldwide, and it's especially helpful for seniors who struggle with achy, tired legs. Think back to a time when your grandmother offered you a slice of ginger for an upset stomach, or brewed a strong ginger infusion on a chilly day. Ginger has been trusted across cultures for thousands of years, not just for its taste, but for its healing warmth. And for seniors looking to strengthen their legs, that warmth matters more than you may realize. Here's why. As we age, circulation naturally slows. Blood doesn't move as freely to the hands and feet, and the legs often feel heavy, cold, or tired. That sluggish flow means muscles aren't getting the oxygen and nutrients they need to stay strong. Ginger steps in here like a spark in the fireplace. Its natural compounds, especially gingerols, gently widen blood vessels and improve circulation. That means warmer feet, lighter legs, and more energy when you walk. But there's more. Ginger is also a natural anti-inflammatory. If you've ever felt stiff knees or sore calves after a short walk, you know how discouraging it can be. Ginger tea helps calm that inflammation, making movement easier. In fact, some studies suggest ginger can reduce muscle soreness after activity. A simple cup before or after light exercise may help you feel more flexible and less achy. Let me share a story. I once spoke with a gentleman in his early 70s who had always loved gardening. Over the years, though, his legs would tire quickly, and his knees ached so badly he started avoiding the garden altogether. His daughter introduced him to ginger tea, just one warm cup in the evening as he wound down from the day. Within a few weeks, he told me, "Doctor, I don't know if it's the tea or me, but my legs feel alive again. I'm back among my roses." It wasn't magic. It was circulation, gently restored. Of course, as with all teas, there's a word of caution. Ginger can thin the blood slightly. For most people, that's a benefit. But for anyone already taking blood-thinning medication or dealing with stomach sensitivity, it's essential to talk to your doctor before making ginger tea a daily habit. The good news? Making ginger tea is simple. Slice a few pieces of fresh ginger root, simmer them in water for 10 to 15 minutes, and enjoy. Add a little honey or lemon if you like, and you have a soothing drink that supports your legs and warms your whole system. So while green tea protects your muscles, ginger tea fuels them by improving circulation, reducing stiffness, and helping you move with more comfort and confidence. And now, let's move to our third tea. One that doesn't just work on muscles or joints, but directly on the heart and arteries. Its deep red color holds a powerful secret for circulation and blood pressure. I'm talking about the vibrant, refreshing hibiscus tea. Hibiscus isn't just beautiful, it's potent. For centuries, it's been brewed in countries like Egypt and Mexico, often served cold on hot afternoons. People loved its tart, cranberry-like flavor. But today, researchers have shown what traditional cultures seem to sense all along. Hibiscus tea is a quiet but powerful ally for the heart and arteries. Why does that matter for your legs? Because strong legs are not just about muscles. They depend on your circulation. Your heart is the pump and your arteries are the pipes. If the pipes are stiff or clogged, your muscles don't get the oxygen and nutrients they need. Over time, that leaves legs weaker, slower to recover, and more prone to fatigue. Hibiscus steps in here. Studies show it can lower blood pressure naturally, thanks to plant compounds that relax artery walls. Imagine a tight garden hose slowly loosening, letting water flow more easily. That's what hibiscus does for your blood vessels. And when arteries relax, blood flows more smoothly, all the way down to your calves, ankles, and feet. But hibiscus tea offers more than just circulation support. It's packed with antioxidants, the same protective compounds we talked about earlier with green tea. These antioxidants fight oxidative stress, the kind of rusting process inside the body that accelerates aging. Less stress on your arteries means less damage, which translates into healthier legs. Let me share a real-world example. A woman in her late 60s once told me she loved hibiscus tea simply for its flavor. But after making it part of her routine, she noticed her legs didn't swell as much at the end of the day, and her doctor even remarked that her blood pressure readings looked better. Of course, hibiscus tea didn't replace her medications, but it supported her body gently, making her feel stronger and more comfortable. Now, here's the caution. Hibiscus can lower blood pressure quite effectively. For seniors who already take blood pressure medications, adding hibiscus tea without guidance can sometimes make blood pressure drop too low. That's why it's so important to check with your doctor before making hibiscus tea a daily habit. The good news is hibiscus tea is simple to prepare. You can brew it hot, like a traditional tea, or steep it cold in water for a refreshing summer drink. A squeeze of lemon brings out its bright flavor, and many seniors enjoy it as a caffeine-free alternative in the evenings. So if green tea is your muscle protector and ginger tea your circulation booster, then hibiscus is your heart helper, keeping your arteries flexible, your blood pressure balanced, and your legs supplied with the energy they need to stay strong. And now that we've explored these 3 teas individually, let's step back. In the next segment, we'll compare them side by side and talk about how you can choose the right one for your needs, or even rotate them through the week for maximum benefit. The truth is, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. Each tea works like a different tool in a toolbox. Think about building a house. You wouldn't only use a hammer or only use a saw. You'd pick the right tool for the right job. In the same way, these teas can serve different needs at different times. For example, if you often feel fatigued in the afternoon or you struggle with muscle weakness, green tea might be your best ally. Its antioxidants protect your muscle fibers, and its gentle caffeine combined with L-theanine gives you that calm, steady lift to keep moving. For seniors who want energy without the jitters, green tea is a great choice. On the other hand, if your biggest challenge is circulation, cold feet, heavy legs, or stiffness after sitting, then ginger tea may be the one to lean on. It warms the body, wakes up sluggish blood flow, and eases soreness. It's especially comforting in colder months or after a long walk when your legs just need a little extra help. And then there's hibiscus tea. If your doctor has ever mentioned high blood pressure, or if you're focused on protecting your heart and arteries, hibiscus may be the most supportive option. It helps relax artery walls, improves circulation efficiency, and supplies antioxidants to fight long-term damage. Plus, it's naturally caffeine-free, which makes it a good evening option. But here's where it gets interesting. You don't have to choose just one. Many seniors find they enjoy rotating their teas. A cup of green tea in the morning for energy, ginger tea in the afternoon for circulation, and hibiscus tea in the evening to relax and support the heart. Think of it like giving your body a balanced team of helpers throughout the day. Of course, variety also makes it more enjoyable. Different flavors, different colors, different moods. Tea isn't just about health, it's about ritual, comfort, and pleasure. Sipping a warm cup while reading, chatting with family, or watching the sunset can make the experience something you look forward to. But let me remind you, before you make any of these teas a daily habit, especially if you're managing conditions like high blood pressure, heart disease, or if you take medications, talk with your doctor first. Teas are natural, but natural doesn't always mean harmless. The good news is, when used safely, they can be one of the simplest and most enjoyable ways to support your legs and your overall well-being. So the real answer is this. The best tea is the one that fits your body, your health, and your lifestyle. And sometimes the best choice is a rotation, each cup adding its own little piece to the bigger picture of keeping your legs strong. Now, before we move on, let's step back from the teacup for just a moment. Because while tea is powerful, it works best when it's paired with other healthy habits. In our next segment, we'll explore the lifestyle choices, from simple exercises to key nutrients, that make the biggest difference in senior leg strength. Together, these habits and your tea ritual can create a foundation for lasting mobility and independence. Now, while a warm cup of tea can be a powerful ally, we both know tea alone won't keep your legs strong. Real leg strength is built from a combination of choices we make every day. The good news? These choices don't have to be complicated or exhausting. In fact, with a few simple habits, you can help your legs stay steady, powerful, and ready for the life you want to live. Let's start with movement. I want you to imagine a senior named Helen. She's 72, and after retiring, she found herself sitting more than ever. At first, it seemed harmless. A little TV here, a little reading there. But over a few years, her legs grew weaker, and she started fearing the stairs in her own home. What changed her life wasn't a fancy program or gym membership. It was starting with just 10 minutes of daily walking. Little by little, her stride grew longer, her balance steadier, and her confidence returned. Walking is one of the most powerful habits for seniors. It keeps muscles active, boosts circulation, and even strengthens bones. Add in simple chair squats or leg raises, exercises you can do in your living room, and you've got a recipe for steady, reliable strength. But exercise alone isn't enough. Muscles need nutrition. A cup of tea can help with circulation and inflammation, but muscles rebuild from protein. Seniors often don't get enough protein, and that accelerates muscle loss. Adding foods like eggs, beans, fish, or lean meats ensures your legs have the raw material to grow stronger. Don't forget calcium and vitamin D either. Your bones support those muscles, and without strong bones, even the best muscles struggle. And then there's rest. Think of muscles like workers on a construction site. They do the heavy lifting during the day, but they rebuild at night. Without quality sleep, your muscles don't fully repair. Pairing tea with a calming bedtime routine, reading, stretching, or quiet breathing helps signal your body it's time to restore. Hydration is another often overlooked key. Blood is mostly water, and without it, circulation slows and muscles feel tired. A few cups of water through the day, plus teas that support circulation, make a world of difference. Finally, let's talk about mindset. Many seniors believe weakness is inevitable, but science and countless stories show otherwise. You can build strength at 60, 70, even 80. It may not look like a bodybuilder's strength, but it's the kind of strength that helps you carry groceries, play with grandchildren, and live independently. So remember, tea is powerful, but it works best when paired with these habits: walking, simple exercises, protein-rich foods, strong bones, good sleep, hydration, and a hopeful mindset. Together, they form the foundation of lifelong leg strength. And in our final segment, we'll tie everything together. You'll get a simple action plan, a daily rhythm you can follow that combines these 3 T's with healthy habits. Think of it as your leg strength blueprint to carry you forward with energy and confidence. So, we've explored the 3 T's, we've compared their strengths, and we've talked about the lifestyle habits that help keep your legs steady and strong. Now the question is, how do you put all this into practice? Because the truth is, knowledge alone won't change your health. Action will. Here's a simple leg strength blueprint you can start tonight. Morning routine. Begin your day with a warm cup of green tea. As you sip, think of it as fueling your muscles with antioxidants, protecting them from daily wear and tear. Pair it with a protein-rich breakfast, maybe an egg, yogurt, or a handful of nuts. Then take a short walk, even just around your house or yard, to wake up your muscles. Afternoon boost. In the early afternoon, when circulation tends to slow and energy dips, prepare a cup of ginger tea. This will gently warm your body, improve blood flow, and ease any stiffness. It's a perfect companion after lunch or before a light activity, like gardening or stretching. Evening wind down. As the day ends, trade caffeine for calm. Brew a soothing cup of hibiscus tea. Let its tart, refreshing taste remind you that you're also supporting your heart and arteries as you relax. Pair this moment with gratitude. Reflect on one thing that went well today. That mental calm lowers stress hormones and protects your health as much as the tea itself. When you follow this rhythm, green tea in the morning, ginger in the afternoon, hibiscus at night, you're not just drinking tea. You're creating a daily ritual that supports your legs, heart, and mind. Now layer in the other habits we discussed. Add 10 minutes of movement, walking, chair squats, or stretches, wherever it fits in your day. Eat balanced meals with enough protein and stay hydrated. And most importantly, rest. Strong muscles aren't built only in motion. They're also built in recovery. But let me emphasize one last time. Tea is a support, not a cure. It won't replace medications, exercise, or medical advice. If you're managing high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, or you take prescriptions, always check with your doctor before adding new teas to your daily routine. Your safety comes first. So, here's the final picture. 3 T's, 3 moments, 1 simple rhythm. Add in movement, nutrition, hydration, and rest, and you give your legs the best chance to stay strong, steady, and reliable. Not just today, but for years to come. Now, I'd love to hear from you. In the comments below, tell me, which tea will you try first? Green ginger or hibiscus? And if this video gave you value, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Because health isn't just about living longer, it's about living stronger.